today's video, I thought I'd focus on the auditor that was with Auditing America and Josh yesterday in the video. His name is New England News Now, and I thought I'd check out some videos. So I found this video, and I did a little research in the video, and I found something that I thought it was interesting. I'd bring to your guys' attention, and maybe we could have a discussion about it in the comment section. So let's just go ahead and get started on, the video.
Going to be doing our First Amendment audit here today. See how it goes. Hopefully not going to bother. Hopefully we can just go about our business.
We'll see.
You want to stand outside and finish that first? It's fine.
I'll just put it out.
Yeah. Here's the building.
You've been spotted. I'm going to take a walk right over here real quick before I go head in. Just want to show you guys the side of this. Oh yeah. Prisoner entrance.
One second, bud. I'm gonna get these. In the courthouse. It says Capitol Police will not hold any personal property that is not permitted in this facility, included but not limited to electronic recorders, cameras, weapons, knitting needles, any other not permitted in this courthouse by Capitol Police.
The whole place?
It says courthouse. I don't know, let's find out. Yeah. Inside the courtrooms, right? Yeah.
Can't film in the courthouse?
Yeah, inside the courtrooms.
No, the courthouse right here.
Okay, is that backed by a law? Or a judge's order?
That's judge's order, like that.
Can you show me the judge's order?
I don't have it with me, but you can't take it.
Well, if you can show that to me, then I'll gladly abide by it. But if you can't show me, you can't produce.
You can't come in and do this. It's forbidden in the courthouse.
Okay.
I'm with you.
You have a pretty sign up there that says that we can't do it. But there's no law stating that we can't.
Thank you.
That's all I'm trying to get across. If you show me a law, I got no problem with it,
Thanks.
If you're not going to enforce will on me, it's not going to happen. That's all I'm asking. Show me a law. How you doing today?
How are you?
Good. Not bad.
Are you filming?
I am, currently, yes.
Okay.
Yep. He's already helping us, just...
You know he can't.
Let it go.
You know the policy you can't videotape inside the courthouse?
I understand you have a policy that says that. Is that policy backed by a law?
Yeah, well, we'll just look into it. We're just going to make sure that
that's
we know.
Yep, he's going to go look into it. I was just at another courthouse the other day, and they looked into it. We are actually allowed to walk in and around the courthouse, but we are not allowed to film any court proceedings.
Okay, just give us a minute.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen like media and press be able to go walk in and out.
Yeah, I think. Oh, right. But I think that's the judges will allow that.
Well, we are acting underneath First Amendment of free press, so you know. If that's the case, then it sounds like discrimination.
I think.
They have this up on the sensor.
Okay, as you see, the sign says taking pictures or video is strictly prohibited in all courthouses. Okay, that is what is at question here. That is why, you know, he's being stopped, and what he is questioning. He's questioning the authority of the courthouse to, you know, have these rules. Okay, so I did a little research, and I came up with this. This is from the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, the Federal Protective Services. And it's photography and videotaping federal facilities. The background. Photography for news, advertising, or commercial purposes is governed by 41 CFR 10274.420. In October 2010, FPS disseminated an FPS Information Bulletin, HQIB 012-2010, to the field addressing the photography of the exterior of federal facilities. The purpose of the bulletin was to remind FPS personnel and PSOs that the public has a right to photograph the exterior of federal facilities from public forums. Since the publication of the bulletin, FPS has experienced an increase in the public's interest in photographing and videotaping both exterior and interior federal facilities protected by FPS, to include individuals expressing their First Amendment protected rights by intentionally photographing and videotaping the exterior and interior of a federal facility, and law enforcement in the course of their duties to test FPS law enforcement and PSO response. Also, new case law impacts the interpretation and implementations of FPS enforced regulations. To address this increase in photography and videotaping by the public, this operational readiness order reiterates the 2010 guidance, provides clarification on the public's right to photograph publicly accessible federal facility building entrances, lobbies, foyers, corridors, and auditoriums, and directs FPS law enforcement personnel and PSOs to maintain security without adversely impacting the public's right relating to photography and videotaping. Alright, photographing the exterior of federal facilities. For properties under the protective jurisdiction of FPS, there are currently no general security regulations prohibiting exterior photography of any federally owned or leased building, absent a written local rule or regulation established by a court security committee or, in limited cases, a facility security committee. Furthermore, it is important to understand that 41 CFR 10274.420 does not prohibit photography by individuals of the exterior of federally owned or leased facilities. Rather, this regulation describes when an individual may photograph the interior of federally buildings, i.e. space occupied by a tenant agency or building entrances, lobbies, foyers, corridors, and auditoriums. As a reminder, photography and videotaping absent a criminal predicate is a First Amendment protected activity. Alright, here we go. Photographing the interior of federal facilities. Title 41, Section 102-74.420 of the Code of Federal Regulations provides federal policy concerning photographs for news, advertising, or commercial purposes, and states, except where security regulations, rules, orders, or directives apply, or a federal court order or rule prohibits it, persons entering or on federal property may take photographs of space occupied by a tenant agency for non-commercial purposes only with the permission of the occupying agency concerned. B. Space occupied by a tenant agency for commercial purposes only with written permission of an authorized official of the occupied agency concerned. And C. Building entrances, lobbies, foyers, corridors, or auditoriums for news purposes. Okay, in applying this regulation to FPS protected federal facilities, FPS law enforcement personnel, PSOs, should consider the following information when contemplating enforcement of the regulation. Alright, regulation. Except where security regulations, rules, orders or directives apply, or a federal court order or rule prohibits it. Persons entering in or on federal property may take photographs of, and then the application says, photography and videotaping the interior of federal facilities is allowed under the conditions set forth in A through C of the regulation, unless there are regulations, rules, orders, directives, and or court orders that prohibit it. So, the way I see it and the way I'm interpreting it, I don't interpret things, I'm not saying I'm any law, but the way it is written to me is they can do it unless there are regulations, rules, and that was a rule that the sign was a rule that the courthouse said. And this is saying he can't do it if there's a rule in the courthouse that is prohibiting him from doing it. So is this going against the first Constitution? I mean, against the Constitution, the First Amendment? Is it not? I mean, it's a legal order here from DHS. It's after the memo that a lot of auditors, reference. So, and then in the application it says, unless there are regulations, wait, hold on. The interior of federal facilities are allowed under the conditions set forth in A to C, and in C it says building entrances, lobbies, foyers, corridors, or auditoriums for news purposes. So it would have to be determined whether it really was. I think, in my opinion, it would have to be determined if it was for news purposes. And as most of these auditors don't answer questions, how are they supposed to know that it's for news purposes? Someone could just say it's for news purposes. See what I'm saying? And it's just one of those things. I think it's still, to me, it seems it's shrouded in mystery. So, I just want to get your guys' opinion, your guys' take on this. What do you guys think? Does this help further give them the right to do what they're doing, or is this, like in my case, it's a question their legal right to film inside a courthouse? I think it kind of brings it into question, but I want to post this and give this out there and get your guys' opinion and see what you guys think. All right, so hope you guys have a great day, and look forward to talking with you guys about this in the comment section. Also, the word on news in New England now, I think, I was watching his videos, and he doesn't really seem like that bad of an auditor. He seems like a decent auditor. In my opinion, he just needs to get better idols in the auditing community. Auditing America and Josh are not the best auditors for, somebody that's just getting started. He's been doing it for, I think, about a year now. He doesn't have a whole lot of content. He stopped for almost a year. He's starting back up, it looks like. So we'll keep an eye on him, see how he does and all that. So great. Like I said, have a great day, and we'll see you again.